Twitch is working.
Are they showing you that weird Chromebook advertisement again?
Mm.
Can you hear the sound of that?
No, I've got it muted, otherwise I'd be hearing myself on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's a wise decision. YouTube's doing a thing.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hooray us. It works occasionally.
Should we recreate that moment that chat missed because we got into it before Mia actually pressed the stream button?
What? No, what if it's a gem just reserved for Boris? He will hold it dear to his heart.
I'll make that the opening of my episode.
Okay.
Just that little bit. That's how you do cross-promotion, right? I'm cross-promoting on your stream right
Yeah.
Well done. If you want to see Boris's episodes, tune in on Boris's channel on... When do you usually release these?
It's usually a Tuesday, but it's different because I'm on holiday, so...
Okay, fellas,
Sometime
Tuesdays.
this weekend.
Okay, the Tuesday this weekend.
Hang on, but Bomb's not seeing something.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Just...
Oh, no, I saw things. Look. I thought I saw things.
Is that your viewing... No, it's frozen on YouTube.
It is... Wiggle your mouse around. It is live on Restream. And I think it looks alright on YouTube? Yeah, it looks alright on YouTube.
Hang on, let me just drop a message to Bomb saying...
Hold on, I can do that. You keep on wiggling. Bomb!
Try pressing F5.
Try pressing the B button. Nailed it.
Oh, apparently I said Bomb. Try pressing the B button.
No, it says bust the button.
You're spelling like I spell when I'm on your keyboard. Do the B dance, Sal. Dance, Sal, dance. Aha, it worked. Bomb's got it. Maybe it was just the B dance it needed. I wiggled my bum until it came back.
I warned you about this. I told you this would happen. I forgot what I was doing now. Oh yeah, I need to set up those conveyor sorters.
I can do all the naming of everything.
I would appreciate
Unless you
it because
really
I've been...
feel like being...
What? Who?
You've just been slapping things down?
Yeah, more or less. Did you name all components of your containers usually? Because I've been really upset with the naming of everything else in this station. Oh no, hold on. You're actually doing fine. Your refineries have names now. I think it was Almond's ship. Oh, Almond.
Are you shaking your fist at Almond?
No, I'm wiggling my grinder towards him.
Wiggling your bum?
I do usually have naming systems, but they're not anything anyone else understands usually, because I name them with processes in mind. So I go, I'm going to do this thing, how do I want it to look? But nobody else does things the same way as me, so they tend to not work for anyone else. I've been a little bit more generic this time.
Well, I'd be happy to standardize.
I think that... Is standardizing something we would do? That seems a bit...
I mean, we standardized your
what
cargo
we would do.
container concept.
Well, I expect other people to not be using this, but then for me to have to build a bunch of adapters.
Oh,
I feel like we are adapter people.
We are
don't come
like
up with a
phone
universal
charger.
standard. Yeah, we all come up with our own unique systems and then build an array of converters.
It's called
Make everything work.
interrelatedness in marketing speak.
That sounds like a good first name for a ship.
Oh, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Interrelatedness, which is... I found it quite counterintuitive the first time I heard it, because it defines how your product doesn't interrelate with anybody else's products, but interrelates only with bits of your own things.
Yeah, so you can have a kind of closed ecosystem.
Yeah. I'm very slow about building all this stuff here.
You've got the most time-consuming one because of the power cells. I've been helping with the power cells.
I've been not particularly focused, I think it's fair to say.
Do you need help?
No.
Fine, I'll leave then. Goodbye.
No, you can bring power cells down if you like.
It's too late now. I've moved on. Moved on to better pastures. I'm having my girders. Girder sounds...
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
I keep just forgetting what I'm doing here. And then remembering, oh yeah, that's right, I'm going over here to... It's like, why did I just move away from that block I was welding up? Oh yeah, because I needed to go get some things. Okay, let's get the things. What things did I need?
Girders. It's funny because it kind of sounds like the German name Gerda, which is, most surprisingly, the name of a woman.
Oh, is it?
It is. Very embarrassing, to be honest.
I brought construction components because something needed construction components.
Well, Gerda's brought shame on her family by being called that.
Well, all of them?
Yes.
Because of the name?
Well,
Or are they all called that name because they've done something shameful?
oh, this is like a chicken and the egg question.
Yeah.
I believe I have a relative called, or like an elderly aunt called, a nasty name out the Bible, because my great granddad said if he had another girl, he was going to call her by this spiteful name because he wanted a boy, and they already had 8 girls or something. And so he gave like the 9th girl a really spiteful name.
How's she holding up?
I don't know. This is like she was dead years before.
Oh, so she died to her name. That's a bit unfortunate.
Took her name to the grave with her. Mm-hmm. That's how it worked.
Why were we talking about this?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you saw the word girder.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I
That's
remember.
Right. Alright, how are we looking here? Oh, reasonably well, actually.
I want to park, but I feel like I'd knock off that large reactor if I tried. Can just shimmy a bit. Yeah.
Oh, so Boris, my panel show. Chat knows about this. I've spoken about it a few times. When do you think we can get everybody together? Because I do think if we can get Minty and Apple on board as well. I mean, the more the merrier. But it would be good if we could get Minty and Apple too.
I will be good this weekend, so I will, I guess, message them. Depends what Apple's rusted on for. It's probably about the right amount of time. Like he has, I think he has a spare weekend every so many. Like every fourth weekend he has free or something. It's been a little while since he's been around on a weekend, so I think it's probably about time.
We should get in touch. So I've, because I haven't really explained the format. I've worked out. I've got 2 formats that I want to try. I don't know which one will work best. And if they, that's not right either. How? What block is that?
A merge block?
No, this one.
Oh, that.
Half slope. Lighter. Is this a block? I don't
that's
know.
number 4. Then if you scroll to the back, they get to the half blocks, which includes this one.
Ah, that's a block I didn't even know existed. Okay.
It's been a new addition.
Half slope. Ooh, fancy. So what's the corner ones then?
You currently don't have that on your hotbar.
That's a heavy armor corner block. Right, well, I'll do those
I
after.
wasn't supposed. But did you build your frame out of heavy armor, Boris?
No, that one's light. That one's heavy.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever used heavy armor.
Well, yours has heavy armor.
This
in the
blue
corner
one
space.
here has heavy armor corner block.
Oh. Whoops.
Why were we talking about this?
Did I go the wrong one?
Catchphrase of our stream.
I guess that one just has heavy armor.
No suit
Do you
energy.
want
That's how it is
grids dumped into this, or are you just going to live with them as is?
now. Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Sorry, what did you say?
Are you going to live with this shame of not having grids in there?
What?
Grids.
Grids in the heavy armor blocks. They need grids.
Oh, the heavy armor.
Oh.
Right.
I guess so. Did I build the whole thing out of heavy armor?
No, just the
No.
corner pieces.
Corners. Ah, well, it's just because they all look the same.
Yeah, they used to have a visual distinction
Oh.
between them. This is... There.
Yeah, it wasn't nice, the visual distinction, but it was one. Slowly getting through these batteries.
Yeah.
We don't actually have to be doing this.
Oh, it's as good as anything.
But I think... Yeah, I think we'll finish doing these and then I'll have to go to bed.
See, that corner one there probably wants to be a battery too.
If you fill them up like this, we won't be able to get to the middle ones. I think we'll have to do these one at a time.
Yeah, that's why I placed the ones down. That's why I've only placed down a handful for the moment. So that you can get to the ones that... Oh, are you turning them round? Have you got them facing a certain way or something?
Oh, oops, I did that. Just the outside ones.
Right, yeah, I've placed them down any old
This is your
random
thing,
order.
though, so we can
No, it's
do
fine.
however you want. Oh, I keep forgetting the power cells don't break down. They just turn into scrap metal.
That's why there's so much scrap metal around.
I shouldn't be laughing, but...
But you're gonna anyway.
Well, yeah, watch me.
I'd go double Jameson, Terry. Oh, and we got a new person in stream.
Hello, new person.
Svevid.
What? Who is?
Svevid.
Svevit.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Who
Svevit.
says, how many players can play per server on this game?
If you believe Keen's propaganda, about 100.
And Jeffrey says, it's so early.
Oh yeah, that's
Jeffrey.
quite true. Like I said, if you believe Keen Software House's propaganda, about 100. If you're actually playing the game yourself, it dies at about 3 people.
So,
But then, you know,
Very dependent on the size of the power.
well, ain't that, and then, you know, you can play through the death throes off your server.
Yeah.
It's like playing with a guy who's dying, like playing patty cake.
oh, that's tickled you now, hasn't it, Mia? The idea of playing patty cake with somebody who's dying.
Been stabbed to death.
Do you tell them why, or do you just start?
I just start, of course. I don't need to explain myself to the server. It's an
And
analogy.
Do you like
Hang
sing
on.
as well, or do
Well-
you just start hitting them?
I'm not sure which one seems more ominous.
Hey, we do need an extra battery in there.
In the game of patty cake, you win or you die. Says Tammy. I didn't know that dying was usually a part of the game, although I'm not objecting to it.
You didn't know, but you're alright with that.
No, but, yeah, I'm not an avid player. If the professionals want to do this, like competitive patty caking, I'm not against it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna explain to Boris the format of the trial that I want to carry out for my new show. For our new panel discussion show thingy. So the premise is that there's, for at least 20 minutes worth of discussion, there's about 5 minutes worth of scripted stuff, and the scripted stuff is a story. But it's not like a game show, there's no points to be won or anything like that, it's just to give us something, a focus to the conversation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I've written a script. It's 5 minutes worth of script, but it's broken up into 15 chunks. So that way the story, there's just little bits of story with then so that you don't have to break the story to remark on how extraordinary some of the stories are, some of the bits of the stories are. There will be a break very shortly, no matter at what point we are into the story. So, and what I don't know is, I want to see where the best breaks are so that we don't have to interrupt the script reading. So that's about getting the right number of breaks and the right length of bits of script and stuff. And also, I don't know whether it'll work best if it's a topic that nobody knows about, or whether it's a topic that everybody knows at least something about and has an opinion on. So the script that I've written so far is for the first one. The reason why it was driving me nuts is because that's for the one where I've found the most extraordinary story that I'm not going to tell any of you in advance what the story is. There's a chance that you might have heard something about this story, but it's unlikely that you'll know any facts or that any of us, will know any of the facts behind it. So, it's just the kind of thing you may have heard of it, but you won't know any details. So it'll be a new thing. And then the second one I want to try is where it's a topic that everyone's got some sort of opinion on. And so the script will focus maybe an aspect of the story. So the second script, which I've done the research on now, and I'm just trying to think how the hell to write it, is on the JFK assassination. And it's one of the extraordinary stories around the JFK assassination is what I'm bringing to the table on that one. So that's something where everyone will know about it. They'll know a lot more about it than they would the other story. And I want to try those two and just see whether, which format works best. Is it best if you know in advance about it so that you've had time to sort of think? Or is it best if you know nothing about it and you're just led blind through a story that you probably know nothing about or very little about? So,
the only way to find out is
to try.
Yeah, my guess would be the latter, of not knowing anything about it. And having a storyteller just guessing, using it as like a base improvise off, and then having a storyteller correct you all the way through.
I think that's my instinct as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna try it with one where people know something about the topic and they know what the topic is in advance, just to see, because there might be more when people have got something to input and add to the story. Then it'd be interesting to see. But I'm really looking forward to doing it because I want to write my third script. I don't know whether or not I will tell you anything about it in advance or not. That depends on how the first two experiments go. But the third script has an awful lot of incest in it. I'll tell you that.
I missed one word, and it was the important word. Was it incest?
It was incest.
Okay. I feel like we could have guessed that. Just based on our previous history. But no, I'm interested. I've not been on... Usually I'm on your side with projects like this.
Yeah.
The one who's done
doing the
script
scripting.
and all in advanced, and I have wanted to be on this side before. Of not knowing what's coming.
Well, it's a shame that Sal just spoiled all of it.
No. There's oh no, these are teasers, not spoilers.
Oh, why are power cells so heavy?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're still doing this?
Yeah.
I just finished up the train.
Every power cell takes so much. And plus I keep on just sort of gazing off into space rather than actually doing anything.
I might have to finish this on my own.
You never know. That's how it may end up being.
Are we fully out of ice here on this station?
Oh.
We shouldn't be. The thing up down here is not conveyed up, if that's your measure by it.
No, I haven't worked out how to do the conveyors down the bottom yet, but...
We have 900 kilos of ice, at least.
Okay.
Okay. I just don't have any hydrogen. I guess there's nowhere that it's connected up to.
Idea for a topic? NASA lies, the Earth really is flat. Surely everyone always has an opinion, especially about things they know nothing about. Indeed. And remember Mia, Sal's the manager, navel gazing is her job.
Naval, like
Navel gazing, have you not
marine
heard this
biology?
before? No, navel like belly button.
What?
Navel like your belly button.
I don't understand.
Navel gazing. Is this a phrase you've not come across?
Apparently not.
To navel gaze... Oh, energy critical.
You're about to die.
Where's this ship there?
Which ship?
The red ship that was attached
Off in the
to
distance. Over here to your... Stop! You're by the train. It's at the top of the train at the very far end. Don't bump your head while flying through the door.
I won't.
She will.
I like to confuse Mia, says Terry.
With navel gazing? Why? Why would you do this? Boris,
Yeah, so it's a common expression. I'm surprised you've not come across that before.
Well, you mean in the same sense as going commando has for some reason something to do with the fact that you're not wearing any pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, navel gazing is even more popular than going commando.
Is it?
Mm.
Do I want to have an explanation for this?
Oh, it's perfectly Mia friendly. It's not a there's nothing untoward or yeah, it's completely safe for work. It's something that you would use in work. So if you're think about where your belly button is.
Yes.
If you're gazing at your belly button, then you're looking in on yourself and you're inspecting yourself and thinking about yourself.
I guess so.
Sordid is the word Yeah. There's nothing sordid about it. It's not usually used in a positive sense, though. It's usually used in a negative sense. It's like, right, we've spent enough time navel gazing. Let's get on and actually do something. Would be an example of how that's used. Terry says, personally, to navel gaze, I have to use a mirror.
Anyway, returning to the other thing, Boris, are you aware of a way to find out which block out of your projection you haven't welded yet?
Isn't there's a setting that changes it where you can only see
Oh yeah,
what can be welded?
I've activated that setting. I've missed one armor block somewhere in the entirety of the train of thought. I've no idea what it is.
Oh, you've been doing that all morning, haven't you?
What? No, I haven't. The train of thought barely
How do you know
changed.
you've missed one?
If I go into the projection, it tells me that one block still needs to be welded.
Terry suggests it's the one right in the middle.
Yeah, I thought so. But I have no idea where the middle is.
Does it work and move around? There's nothing incomplete in the control panel?
Yeah, it's just one armor block. It tells me what exactly is missing, just not where.
Ah. Well, if you don't see it, and it doesn't do anything, I would say that it's just a space saving, like an efficiency measure.
Yeah. Yeah, Mia, just leave it incomplete, Mia. There's nothing wrong with it being incomplete.
Didn't we just have a discussion about me being a bloody completionist? But yeah, fine. I'll just leave that one thing incomplete. It's only going to kill me mildly.
Alright, it is time for me to sleep.
Right.
So, I think...
Did he just automatically die already and fell asleep? As in mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
But you can leave that for me. Thank you for helping.
You sounded hesitant about that then. Thank you for helping.
Everything.
Mayor,
Yes.
you should explain how this works.
How what works?
There's
Go on
there's not
to...
much to explain.
Oh,
For
yes.
the sake of the video.
Hello.
Explain your creation.
Hello, fellow friends and potential investors. Cue investment music here. This is... Hold on. I don't have my hand slapping motion on. This bad boy. It looked more like I gently nudged it rather than slapping the roof of it. Can fit so many oxygens in it, you won't even believe it. So you've got, I don't know, whatever, ice pumping in from the middle from one of those connectors, then goes through a conveyor sorter into a cargo container at the bottom here, which you can't see, where it stores all the ice. And then here's some, I don't know, oxygen generators that transforms the ice into oxygen and then stores it in one of those conveniently placed oxygen canisters all around. Fair warning, at the moment they're set to stockpiling, so they're not going to keep you alive for now.
And where is it sold? Is it sold, or are we doing an investor's pitch?
This is an investor's pitch. We don't sell it yet. It could be sold in your store. Hold on, where did you go? There, in your store.
All good dumpster stores.
All good dumpster stores, or even poor ones if they can afford these bad thingies.
Are we going to have to make a dumpster store now?
I was pretty sure this is already a dumpster.
Isn't that what Almond's building downstairs?
Oh, why? That's just root is built.
Poundland.
It's just a store that looks like a dumpster.
Oh, of course.
Terry says Boris should blueprint each of his Lego blocks.
Oh yeah, you probably should.
Icing's done the top one. I'm going to blueprint these ones when I take them off.
Terry's suggesting that you can buy these at Poundland, where you can everything for £1. They're worth more than just £1.
I'm thinking that we should have like a used car lot. Who is the most sort of used car salesman amongst us?
Minty.
Get that person.
Minty, but I've actually done that for it.
Without hesitation.
He's got the sideburns for it.
I actually did it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, do you want to have a professional running the store or somebody who has the mutton chops for it?
The mutton chops, I think.
There you go. Sound logic.
All right. There we go. Minty's got something to do.
Does he need to...
dumpster lot.
No, hold on. Does he need to build cars, then use them so he can sell them as used cars?
Yeah, everything... He's going to have to... Right, so instead of us grinding down things that we've already used, we've got to sell them to him so that he can sell them on.
Oh, yeah. I see where this is going. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't know, to real people. He'll blueprint it and sell it to real people.
Perfect.
I don't think that's going to work.
Steam, the Steam library. We put the blueprints up on the Steam library.
Now, hold on. Doesn't that kind of allow for car piracy?
Yeah.
I saw advertisements about this.
I wouldn't buy a toilet brush from Minty.
Not even
I wouldn't
useful.
buy a used toilet brush from anybody, quite frankly. Once Minty's used them, they'll be scrap. Would you buy a used car from Minty?
I'll be honest, I would. Not sure what I'd use it for. I don't drive, but, you know, Minty, he's got this salesman attitude.
It would have to have a strange smell, right?
Yeah.
If you bought something from Minty,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
that you couldn't quite place.
Yeah, that you just had a slight worry was actually maybe a dead cat.
So instead of how can he trick you into buying a dead cat when you wanted to have a car?
Han, are you saying that his actual profession would be selling dead cats, but then he just puts a car around it?
No. He
He's
tricked.
he's really trying to sell dead cats, but he can't get anyone to buy them. So he puts it in a car and sells the car.
Yes. Yes.
Every car comes with your own dead cat.
Which you don't discover until you get it home.
Which you kind of know is in there somewhere. But it's been in there so long, that's why it doesn't, why it's not so obviously a dead cat. It's just like that smell.
A rattle when you go around a tight corner.
Yeah, it's like it decomposed so long ago that most of the smell is gone. And there's just that leftover hint of dead cat that one day when you
subtle
find
fragrance of dead cat.
One day you find the strange stain and the bag of bones, like in the.
It depends. I mean, I've unearthed a buried cat. It was in a supermarket plastic bag. It's not a bag of bones. It's a bag of slush.
Well, that was a bit early, and the bag of slush would smell really bad, wouldn't it?
It did smell really bad. I had to rebury it.
Take it on a little bit further than that, so that the slush is already gone. The slush no longer exists, and now you're a bag of bones and a mysterious stain. Well, actually, not that mysterious. It's like you've actually worked out what the mystery is at that point.
Unless Minty didn't house train his dead cat.
House train a dead cat.
It pooped is this thing. It happens automatically if you die. It was very embarrassing for Minty.
So I believe.
I don't think you actually. I think everything just. There's no muscles to hold it in. So
Yeah.
it just falls out.
Now, as a dead person, you make a conscious decision to just embarrass yourself in front of everyone.
Because, you're dead, you don't care anymore.
Exactly. It's like you've
Tammy
never been dead
says-
before, boss.
So Tammy says, "You again, you,"
Oh yeah, we're having
and then
a point.
says, "My cats are hiding from this stream."
I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah. Although, just to point out, we're not doing anything bad to the cats. It's
Minty.
everything. Well, no, Minty's collecting the cats after they've died.
Sounds like a bad thing.
He's not causing their death. There's nothing cruel going on. I think we need to clarify that. We're talking about like the equivalent of a cat cemetery. These could be
in cars.
Well-loved
in a
cats.
Car sales slot. You built a used car sales slot on top of a pet cemetery, or was it the other way around?
Minty is collecting roadkill.
But it's overflowing. There's too many, so he's got to get rid of some. Is that how this is started?
It could be.
Or did he accidentally buy a used car lot and realise, there's nowhere to put dead cats here?
How could he forget?
You see, both seem equally realistic.
Realistic. Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Are you going to go to bed?
Yeah, we're supposed to stop for 2 minutes just for Beer to explain his dumpster. And now it's selling dead cats, and it's happened again.
Buy a car.
Thank you for helping me build this.
I just finished this off with a statement from Babom, who gives you your strap line. Buy a car today, now infused with the spirit of your favourite feline friend.
Oh, that's almost nice. Almost.
Well, it wasn't necessarily your friend specifically, just a friend to somebody maybe.
Right, should we let Boris do his outro?
Oh yeah, do you do your outro, but we'll carry on streaming. We still have 20 minutes to go.
Oh, okay. I was going to...
Yeah, no, I'll record all that stuff another time. I'm just going to awkwardly back away.
Okay, you do you.
Right, I'll just go...
Don't poo yourself, it would make it too awkward.
Don't have nightmares about dead cats, and everyone's saying goodbye, Boris. Oh, they all said goodbye, Boris, before we started talking about dead cats.
Oh no, I almost killed a cat. There's an actual cat in here, I almost ran it over.
Oh, the irony of that would have been too much.
Yeah.
And then Tammy would never have forgiven us because she would have thought that we meant it.
If she had a tail, I would have run it over. Thankfully, she doesn't have one.
Oh, is she a Manx?
She's all fine. Yeah, she is. But, right, I've got to go. No, I've gotten distracted again.
Bye!
Long out.
Farewell.
Back away slowly. Goodbye, everyone, and goodbye, everyone on the stream who's already said goodbye to me. And screw everyone who has. Bye.
Everyone who has what? He's gone already.
Just say something rude to them.
Oh, okay. You've all got very terrible toe problems. One of them is definitely longer than the other. You know that normal people have, like, equidistant toes, and you're all disgraceful.
Punchy.
Thank you, I know.
There we go. Equidistant toes should be the name of this episode.
We'll change. I'll make me change it. Bye. Right, no one say anything until we hear.
Oh no,
Discord
he actually
go.
left.
Oh,
I
has he
can
left
see
Discord
that.
as well, though?
Yes, I mean, I think.
I was waiting for the boop boop.
Well,
There's
it
been
didn't
no
happen.
boop boop.
It didn't happen. He's just gone. He vanished. He can do that.
Wow.
So, silly question. Are those two batteries here at the side? Do you place them?
I don't know. Just been.
Not following the design pattern. They all don't.
Oh, you can't grind them down. You lose all the power cells.
I am aware, but
It's not your build, Mir. You're not allowed to
I'm
rearrange.
I'm not.
You're allowed to come and fill up bits with things.
I am. That's what I've been doing so far.
Very good.
I just occasionally complain a bit.
But Mia, my mommy says my toe makes me special.
You only have one toe? That's sad.
Maybe he just has like one uneven toe. The rest are all equidistant. My toes are not equidistant.
That's
it's
the
like
joke.
every one of them is a different length. Yeah, but I hadn't figured that out
That was the
before.
joke. That was the whole joke. Usually people don't have this type of toe. It's
Some
just
people
me.
do have some very strange toes. There are some strange toed people around. And some strange toes.
Feel free to carry on dumping.
Yeah, I've just got a load of computers on me at the moment. Okay, so now I can put...
Oh, I just
this in.
realised we've
What?
been on me the entire time. I forgot.
Oh no, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Both building the same
hold
thing.
on.
What?
That's not the right way around.
What do you mean?
Look, all of them are facing lengthways. Yours is horizontal.
What?
Horizontal?
Oh, what? There's a difference?
Yes, there is.
Oh god, there's no way I could cope with trying to get connectors to have the little button on the top the right way round. It's hard enough trying to get it to be functional.
Oh no. Oh, that at least looks alright. There. Surgically removed. Ah, good as new. It's fine now. I fixed it. Everything's alright. No need to panic.
I didn't even know there was a way around with them.
Have you never noticed those two tiny light bulbs at the side?
I'd never paid them any attention.
Oh, so you just used to connect them, and that's it. You don't even
Yeah.
establish some sort of connection with your connector.
No.
Just dump on them. Ah, disgraceful, Sal. That's a bit rude.
Not that one. That one. Mira's in pain. Mira's always in pain.
Someone here has a point. It's probably me.
That's not a normal triangle-y bit, is it? Oh, Mia, is the yellow one yours?
Yes, it is. What? Did I... Oh, no.
Heavy
The
armor.
bottom bit... Boris placed the bottom bit here.
But you're missing metal grids out of your heavy armor corner blocks.
Yeah, I know. Boris built the bottom bits. I didn't do those.
Uh,
I built them
yeah,
at the
but
back,
Mia,
if you look here.
It's missing. It's
Yes, I'm aware.
corner
I'm about to
blocks.
fix it. Yeah, I'm fine.
So you left yours like part built and then came over to fix
I
where the
wasn't
lights
aware
were
that
on
Boris had this problem. There. And now? Hold on. Colours off.
Is that how they're supposed to look from this side?
I believe so, yes. If you want
Yeah,
to
it's
have...
just the flat side, isn't it? Mm.
There. Fixed it.
Oops. A 2 by 1 by 1 tip. Okay.
Hold on, I probably already did dump those 20 construction components in here, didn't I? I did. I did. But I can dump them in here.
Uh-huh. There are so many of these blocks I've just never played with.
Energy low.
Where does that think it is? There. Okay, no, back, go.
Ah, this is a kingdom for a welding ship. Is this an English expression, by the way?
No, not that I know of. Then end. Okay.
What a shame. I thought it would be fitting, seeing how you are a kingdom and all.
Watch it, mate.
What do you mean?
You just kicked me in the face. You were zooming past so fast.
I'm sorry, I can't help it if you're...
Personal space, mate.
On my screen, you're not even connected to the server, so... Ugh. Like, look at this. You've been disconnected the entire time.
I wonder what that means.
It means you're disconnected.
Am I?
Well, yeah, that's what the symbol usually stands for. If you want to see it in action, you can probably look at Boris's cryopod and see the same symbol there.
No, I meant, am I disconnected?
Well, your ghostly apparition is floating around, if it helps.
Ah, that's not the right one. I need to get some power. There are so many of these blocks I've never played with. Sal embracing her inner child. A horse, a kingdom for my horse, says Terry. That's the British saying. Not Macbeth. Was that Richard the Third? Like I say, it wasn't Macbeth, it was one of the other ones. One of the Mad Kings. Yeah, Tammy says, I thought it was Richard III. That was an extraordinary story.
Of Rich the Third?
Digging up his corpse in the car park.
Oh, you did that?
It's probably a bit too new. It's not that extraordinary, only because it's very, very recent. And certainly in the British press, it was saturated.
Well, I don't really read a lot of the British press.
It's like in 10 years' time, it would be an extraordinary story of the digging up of Richard III's remains.
Well, I'm pretty sure people who are not reading the British press because they're outside from Britain would find it exciting, no?
Oh, I've got better stories.
Oh, well, fine, fair point.
But yeah, that was an extraordinary story. Do you not know about this, though, Amir?
No, I wasn't aware of it. No, what happens?
So there's we've got a missing king. We know he was killed. He's like one of those kings that wasn't popular, so we killed him. And his remains were buried somewhere. And there was various theories knocking around as to where that somewhere might be. And one of the stronger theories, they figured out that it should be in the grounds of an old monastery. And the old monastery lies underneath a bunch of council offices in Leicester.
Hold on, how do you know that? Did somebody draw some weird riddle on a wire to find him?
No, there was contemporary stories about what happened to his corpse after his death.
Ah.
It's just that you can never. There were stories, so did they ever conclusively prove it was him? Yes, they did. As much as anyone can ever be sure that a corpse is the person, yeah, it was conclusively. It was proven beyond all reasonable doubt. They knew that they were looking for a corpse with a hunchback, a corpse of a certain height, and a corpse with they got the matrilineal mitochondrial DNA from somebody who had the same matrilineal line as he did. Like the paternal line was somewhat problematic, but the matrilineal line, of course, you can't fake who your mother is, but you can fake who the father is. So there was contemporary stories, but like I say, they're stories, so you can't be sure that they're true. It's just that they're reasonable stories, reasonable to believe that these stories were accurate. And one of his body was dug up and put places, but then there was one story said that the monks buried him in the grounds of the friary. And they know where that friary was. And some of the grounds of the friary, some of the place where the friary was under a council car park. So they thought that that the council car park might have. There was a possibility that the council car park might actually be on top of the relative. I don't know the names of all of the bits of the churches, but the bit of a church where you bury important people, or where you bury people where you want to keep them safe, the vault, or I don't know, whatever. That bit, there was a chance that at least a good proportion of that bit of the church or the monastery was going to be underneath the car park, like just looking at old maps and modern maps. And so they decided to excavate the car park, and in the first trench that they dug, they came across the body of a hunchback lying in, with all of everything about the grave suggested that it would be right. And it turned out that skeleton was the one.
Nice.
They carried on
try.
excavating for ages, because I think they didn't find his upper body first. They found his feet first, or something like that, or the top of his head or something.
So, what are you doing with it now? I mean, now they've found it,
there was a big hoo-ha about where he should be reburied, and they decided to bury him in Leicester Cathedral.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah. But Mom says, I think it was more to do with genes only being passed on by the X chromosome. Yeah, that's the mitochondrial DNA. Everybody's mitochondria you only get from your mother, who only gets it from a mother, and it's a clone. So although you get mutations over the years, your mitochondria is cloned, and the DNA within the mitochondria is cloned down the matrilineal line. Question: is a car park a parking lot or a parking garage? It's a parking lot. So it was, and not a very big one. It was a parking lot that you could park maybe 15 or 20 cars on. Yeah, not a full hunchback, someone with scoliosis or something. Yeah, he had a twisted upper spine. So it was like he wasn't hunched over, but he had a bend off to the left or off to the right. I forget which way it was. But yeah, they hit across the fact that it was not like the very first day, the very first trench, they came across a bit of a body, and but they didn't expect that was where they were going to find bodies, so they presumed that they'd hit a different part or something. Like they presumed that they'd hit a bit of a graveyard or something, and they carried on digging the trench. And then went back and started excavating the body and found out that they just hit on it straight away. Yeah, car park can mean a parking garage or a parking lot. If you can fit more than about 3 cars in a space, we call it a car park. So some people's yards, to use the American term of a yard, would be considered a car park if it was open to the public, or if you could at least make money off parking your car there. Right, well, how are we doing for time, Mia?
Well, you should drag me away from this, otherwise I might start fixing the battery.
Yeah. Well, should we call stream to an end? Because we're going to be streaming again tonight.
Yes, plus we just reached the 1 hour mark, so it's a good time to end it here. Thank you for watching so far. We'll probably be back tonight to something. Yeah, 8 PM GMT +1. That's some hours ahead of now. Probably. No, we'll be around again tonight. 8 PM. GMT +1. So, yes, have a good afternoon, everybody. Good morning to the Americans. See you soon. Goodbye.